back. I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot that they take in this game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Dalton keeps himself upright. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And out across midfield down to the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fellow gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Throwing on second and 14. Dalton. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Passing, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
From the 16, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and run with Mixon. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. So Dalton now. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Kamara. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Dalton's going to sneak it, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Andy Dalton scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me,
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. 20. 10. 5. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than
some setup with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way,
an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. McPherson on for the point after.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark.
15 seconds to play in the first half.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got some space here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Lutz is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They'll recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
This one taken just inside the 10.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Andy Dalton.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On the give, this is their fullback. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And his gets to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run with their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Dalton tries the left side and finds Olave. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And Dalton will just sneak it. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
44. Here you go.
They run it again with Kamara.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Burrow.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Cousins now.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Back to the ground, Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson, and the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
Cousins will try and throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone, then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was...
Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now, having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Then his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here in the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Cook up the gut. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.